Ever wondered how professionally React app handle navigation and layouts? Today we are configuring routes and crafting reusable components like headers and footer to give your app a polished and scalable look. Let's bring your project to life. Hi guys, this is the continuation series of React Job Applications Career Cruise project. Last time we created some common component like the button, input box, select box and loader and something else also. And even we wrote down the test case of all this component also, and we achieved the 100% percentage. I wrote down the few more test cases. You guys can check the source code also. So from this video we will start the configure the routing with the pages and the layout, and we will create some common component for a layout of our applications like header and the footer. Let's start the coding part of it. First thing is we will create a few component over here. One is header component, header of our applications. Another is footer.tsx, and we will create a new folder of dashboard also. Dashboard means we will have the sidebar, search bar and some other thing also. So dashboard we will create later on. So these are the component for the layout purpose. Apart from that, we have multiple pages also. The first page is we will create a home component. This is home. Another one, we can create login, profile, register, forget password, okay. So till now we will create this much, and later on we will create a further also. So all this component I'm just writing down the basic structure of this one only. So this one I'll copy paste quickly in all the component. Header, we'll create two more component. One is jobs. Inside the job we will create a more component also. That's why I'm taking the folder. So here we'll create index.tsx file, and here we'll write down job. Later on we will define the structure of all this component. Similarly we have one dashboard also. Dashboard, this is layout, and this is dashboard the component, or we can say page also. Index.tsx, this line is not required, so I'll save all those things. Now this component should be come through the routing only. Let's configure the routing. So in the app component, first we need to define the browser routing, and to define a browser routing, first we need to install one package also. By default we does not have with the React. We need to install separately only, and that package name is React router DOM. Okay, the package is installed. Now we can go and write down browser router. Some people like to write down the browser router as a router also. You can make it as, and we can define router only. Okay, inside it we will create a one div. Below this one we will write down our header component. So this is the header component, what we made it in a layout folder. That should become over here, and below the header we should have the main, the component, and inside it we will define our content, and below the main we should be have footer component. So this would be the layout of our page. Now we need to be write down some tailwind classes so that it will take or cover the complete page. So I'm just defining it over here, the minimum height screen. It will take the minimum whatever the height it will take, flex and column, because everything we wanted to make a column wise also. Okay, same thing we wanted to do in the main screen also. This is a class for flex one, and complete whatever the after the head and footer whatever it should be take the complete the page cover, it should be take it, and this should be the busy color over here we have, right? And inside in it we need to define the definitely the content of the page also. So let's run it also, this application. Let's see is it working or not till here. So it's running successfully. Yeah, now it's running successfully. We have header and the content, and definitely we have the footer is the below. We can see header whatever the space, then it is taking the complete height, and then we have the footer, right? But we does not have anything, that's why it's coming totally blank. And then now we need to define one by one things. First thing is in the source folder we will create a new folder that is called routes. Here we will define our routes. Okay, I think that is also already we have. That's great. Now we'll create a new file, routes.tsx. Inside in it we will define our all the routing. Okay, and we can define the routing separately, and we will bring it as a JavaScript object, and we can render it. So we will define the routing, a separate constant over here, routes, and the type is route object. That is also coming from the React router DOM. Okay, and this is will become array of this, and here we need to define our routing part of it. Okay, the first router is we have the home page, so we'll define it the home page over here, right? So similar to this one, we need to define it, but we don't want it to be write down the string directly, so we wanted to use as a constant. So first we will define the constant of all the routing, and that thing we will define into the configuration. So here we'll write down a new file that is called constant.ts, and here we will define our all the routes parts. So these will be the routes, guys: home, login, registration, forget password, reset, profile, dashboard, job, and applications. Some we will create later on, but I just actually wrote down all the constant part of this. Now we'll use this one over here. So we'll define it routes dot home like a way. Now we don't need to define this one component. In new way, we can define the element also. Element means it could be any HTML element, web component, it could be anything, or we can declare the normal HTML also. But here we will define our home component. Okay, and this is our home component. Now rather than importing the home component directly, we can declare the home component dynamic also. How? We can make constant home. We don't need to use this one. Here we'll write down the lazy. So lazy is coming with the React. Here we'll define our home component that will come in dynamically. So that thing we can use in JavaScript also, guys. Dynamically we can load any file and we can import it also, and that we will use it over here, right? And for the TypeScript, we can write down one more thing that is called lazy exotic component, and that we can write down over here. And here we can define React.rc, means React component, sorry, function component, and we can this one write down. Then we can assign this value to there. And then finally, this is the type we should be write down. This is the type over here. So this is the way we can define it, and all this actually routing we should be defined it. So let me define it all these things. So over here I defined it all the dynamically routing, and this is the basically the dashboard. And dashboard routing has the one children. We call dashboard layout first the parent. Inside it we have dashboard, and other component also will come it. And one more thing, why we use the lazy? So guys, lazy is a function that provide the React to enable code splitting. Means it allow you to load that component dynamically only when they require it. So this is very useful for improving the performance of reducing the initial bundle size. Okay, so because initial bundle size will load the complete application at once, it will exactly size will be grow. So we are just splitting it, that if required, if you will go on that particular menu, so that particular module should be loaded over there only. So that's why we required this. So our routing is configured. Now we need to use it into app.tsx file. Let's use it over here. So we'll define it over here, one component that is called app routes, or we can define it into separate file also. And this is a function component. We can give the type also, it's our choice. So we'll give it first element, all the element we will get, and use route we are using the one of the hook actually that is provided by the React router DOM only. Inside it we will define all the routes what we define it over there. So we'll say routes, okay, as route object. That is for TypeScript. Even without that also it should work, right? It is working. Now we can just simply say return this element. That's it. Now this app route is behave like as a component, so we can use it over here, okay, inside it over here. So we don't require this one, so we can just simply say app route and we can define it over here, right? So we have one more good feature of the React is like lazy, we can use the suspense. So we'll write down suspense, this one, and inside in it we will wrap our routing one. In the suspense we have one props that is called fallback. What you wanted to do, we can write down our loader, we can run it something, we can show some message, anything, whatever we like it. So as you remember, we already made it one of the our custom component that is called loader, and that is we have in common over here. So that component is this one, this is loader component. So till the time actually content we will load it. Content means guys the whatever the routing we have, so these are the routing. So till the time it will take time to load the code splitting part, we will show some loading part over there, right? So this is also done. Now another part is, next step is let's make the layout of header and the footer one. So in a header we will create it just a normal header with the few buttons like login, registrations, or some logo, or might be some heading, just few only. Later on we will actually customize more as we get the more functionality like user. We will get it from the as we log in, or we will create the user, we will actually write down the login show the username over there also. So here we will make it just simple layout with the help of the tailwind only. So this is a div, and link means guys that we are using from the React router DOM. Okay, and routes already we have constant, so once we click on the routes, then where we wanted to go, that we can write down. So this is job portal, or we can write down the career cruise job portal. Okay, so once we click, we will redirect to home page. So rest is also simple one, so this one is the rest one. So guys, I'm adding it over here. This is the button what we made it earlier, so this is the common button, right? And what we have, this is the link. When we click on the career cruise job portal is the heading. This is the job, link means browse the job. We have the one button on the heading. This is the login button, and this is the registration button. So this much we have right now. Let's see, is it actually updating on a browser or not? So we'll see on the UI. Yeah, it's updating, and we got this one only, right? And career spelling is wrong, so let's update it. Career. Now it's fine. Now similar to that, let's make the footer also. So footer is also guys very basics, but we will actually make little bulky footer so that we will show more item on it, but we have the same buttons with same link, similar kind of stuff only, and everything we are making through the tailwind. Just you guys can go through it. Please let me know if you have any doubt or anything. We will discuss it also in detail also. So this is the footer, right? I'm just making the copy paste over here only, and we required link that is coming React router DOM, and this routes also we required, that is coming from constant, right? So this is the footer, this is the div. We have another div that is for quick link, and we have the resources, and we have the contact with us, and this is the social networking, all the URL only. And we can see this one is the look and feel will become. So this is our header, this is our footer, and this is our homepage. So when we click on sign, we can see login is coming, sign up, this is coming, right? Browse job is coming, everything is working even also, right? So now definitely we need to make our own account on this one actually, then only we should make a redirect, otherwise it will redirect on the home page only. So this much we done. So that's it for this video guys. Now from the next video we'll make the dashboard, and we will actually place it other thing also. So thanks for watching the video. See you in the next video. Till the time, happy coding guys.